Hey guys, how you doing? It's Johnny Berba. Yeah, I just wanted to say I really appreciate the support, the ongoing support. It's really nice. It's hard to put into words. Um, I've been wanting to speak about Tyson Fury for ages on the YouTube channel, and I thought today it's about time I did it. It's probably a bit overdue because it's gonna tie into so many of the things that you guys are interested on the YouTube channel about. And I just want to sort of share my opinions. And Tyson Fury has been a real inspiration to me personally. And I know he's been an inspiration to so many of my friends and so many people around the world. So I love boxing. I'm really passionate about boxing. And maybe some of you don't know that because you've been following me on the YouTube channel, and most people know me through the dating industry, obviously. That's another thing I'm passionate about, but I've always been passionate about boxing. And I knew at some point I'd start to talk about it on the YouTube channel because I want to bring different things onto the YouTube channel because it got boring just doing videos on how to meet women. But I'm super passionate about that. I just want to bring different elements to the YouTube channel. So I spoke about the show Love Island recently, and I was just speaking about what people's opinions were about it. And I sort of related that to what I believe is a better way to date women, which is to go out and be a proper man and do what men did years ago, and what I've been teaching for almost a decade on and off. Men to go out and be honest and courageous and genuine and meet women in normal, social situations, rather than getting caught up on things like Tinder and watching celebrity shows like Love Island, where it's all fake. And anyone with any intelligence would know that. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about Tyson Fury, the comeback story, because this is something that I haven't seen. I haven't seen this. I've been watching boxing for, God, it's more than 20 years now. I can't believe it. Let me just make sure that I can see the comments here so you guys can ask me any questions. I don't think this is working properly. Hold on a sec. If you've got any questions, just leave them here. I'm just making sure this is working. So this is a bit overdue. I should have really spoken about this ages ago. So the first thing I want to start off by speaking about is I'm still processing. I'm still mesmerized by the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. I still don't think Tyson Fury gets enough credit. I don't think he's never got the credit he deserved, especially with beating Vladimir Klitschko. He schooled him, a guy that was a champion for over 10 years, and Tyson Fury is an underdog. Then he goes on to beat Klitschko, and what's more inspiring is he has a mental breakdown. He's suicidal. He's in the worst place that a man could possibly be in, and he comes back from that. And as someone who personally has battled with mental health himself, I've battled with mental health all my life on and off. And obviously, most of the guys that I've been teaching, if not all of them, they're struggling with mental health. Obviously, everyone has got different degrees of mental health. But Tyson Fury was in a really bad place, as everyone saw. He put on loads of weight. He was taking drugs. He was drinking. He was in a bad place, and he said it himself. So before I get into the Deontay Wilder fight, and in my opinion, he got robbed. He won that fight. Before I get into that, like, how did he come back from that? He lost, was it more than 130 pounds? Maybe it's more than that. He was well overweight. And I saw an interview of him yesterday, and it made me laugh when he said he was on an American TV show. I can't remember which one it was. He's been on so many. And he said, I couldn't even do my shoelaces up. I was, close to having a heart attack. I was that overweight. So to go from being suicidal, mentally ill, and obviously having to seek professional help, and being obesely overweight, going up to 400 pounds, to go from that to losing all of the weight that he lost from almost 3 years out of the ring, having 2 tune-up fights, and getting straight in with the most dangerous heavyweight in the world, Deontay Wilder, who is the biggest puncher, definitely the most dangerous heavyweight. In my opinion, much more dangerous than Anthony Joshua, and that's Anthony Joshua prior to losing to Ruiz Jr. So this is a man of courage, you know. And I think what so many of us like about Tyson Fury is we can relate to him because he is a person who obviously he's extremely talented as a boxer, but when, you know, coming outside the ring, he's a human being who struggled with anxiety, loneliness, and I struggled with these things myself for many years, and I know so many of you do. So to have the courage to speak openly about his struggles, and from a really strong place, being a man, not being a victim, and not trying to seek sympathy, just telling the truth, you know, being honest, and to have overcome that, and to have got into the shape he got, and losing all that weight, you know, losing over 10 stone in weight, and then going in with Deontay Wilder, who was on great form, knocking everyone out, and to basically, in my opinion, he won at least 9 or 10 rounds, other than the knockdowns. He beat him. Yes, there's argument that, you know, Deontay Wilder knocked him down twice, and he was fighting in America. So if you're fighting in America and you're fighting the champion, you kind of really need to, you know, take the belts off him. But even with the knockdowns, he completely outboxed Deontay Wilder. And in my opinion, he wasn't even in 100% top shape, and he still beat Deontay Wilder. Now, it's a Rocky story. It's incredible. They should make a film about it. It's so inspiring on so many levels for people that have got mental health. And I love that Tyson has used his platform to help people like me, like you, and other people, and to make men feel more comfortable about coming out and speaking about it. Because as Tyson said, I relate to that. The way I was brought up, it wasn't normal for a man to start talking about his problems, about if he's down, depressed. So to have that level of courage and honesty, it's very rare today, especially the time we're living in. It's a great time, obviously. There's a lot of amazing technology, but it is a time when there's a lot of fakeness. And I was alluding to that in my last live stream when I spoke about Celebrity Love Island, and there's a lot of fake people out there. We know that. We go online. It is quite rare to meet people like Tyson Fury, who are just genuine people, and they don't have like some hidden agenda, and they're just not, you know, they're not trying to be perfect. It's just refreshing. So I'm just like, I'm really inspired because I know what it takes to come from being depressed, being suicidal, because I've been there myself. And I know how much strength it takes to get yourself out of that place into a good place and feeling happy and good again. So he's done it on every level. He's actually done it he's physically lost weight. He's mentally pulled himself out of depression and suicidal tendencies. He's got himself happy, got himself in fighting shape, basically gone out and schooled Deontay Wilder. Now we're going to come on to the knockdown. Now, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've been watching boxing for over 20 years. I consider myself someone who knows a lot about boxing, studied all the different eras, you know, the eras of Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank. I've watched the older fights, Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, even older fights back to Rocky Marciano, Jack Dempsey, Muhammad Ali, Tyson, Lennox Lewis, you know, Ricky Hatton, Joe Calzaghe, Steve Collins. I've watched all these different eras of boxing up until, you know, obviously Mayweather, Pacquiao, and I've never seen a boxer get up from a punch like that. When I was watching it, I thought he was. I got emotional. I was crying. I thought he was knocked out. And the whole fight he was winning. Obviously, he got knocked down. I can't remember. There was 2 knockdowns. The first one wasn't as bad, but when Wilder hit him with that punch in the 12th round, with the straight right and then the left hook, the way he hit the floor, I thought he's gone. He's knocked out. He's unconscious. And when I seen him getting up, I couldn't believe it. It's true what he said. It was like Jesus or God lifting him off the floor. I've never seen anything like that. And I've seen many boxers get up from being knocked down, but not in that way. And he gets up, beats the count, and then goes on to win the rest of the round. And, you know, it was a draw. I personally do like Deontay Wilder. I think he's a nice guy. I've seen his interviews. I don't read into too much of the bravado and the ego. That's just really to sell fights. But he's a good man. He's a family man. But I'm a Tyson Fury fan, and I definitely believe that he won the fight. So to just kind of look at the way boxing is now, and it's kind of weird how everything's turned around from Anthony Joshua losing to Ruiz Jr. It's just everything's turned around on its head. Tyson Fury at one point was kind of like everyone was kind of like criticizing him, putting him down, saying that he's never going to come back, he's finished. Now it's just all turned around. So that's a proper champion, in my opinion. That's really what being a man is. It's all good and well when things are going well and you're on top, but what about when you lose? What about when you have mental health challenges? What about when everyone writes you off? And it just shows his character. And I'm not criticizing Anthony Joshua because who am I to criticize Anthony Joshua? I don't go in the ring and do what he does, but it's my honest opinion, and I just don't think he's got the heart of Tyson Fury. That's what separates them. And I don't think even it's hard to say Wilder's got a big heart, but I think he's definitely the best. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a fan, but it's just the truth. His boxing ability, his character, what he's come back from. A lot of people don't come back from that. A lot of people have mental breakdowns. They never recover. They're never the same, or people that put on a lot of weight. So that's a real amazing comeback story. And I think this is just my personal way of just like saying, thanks. It's inspiring. And I think today, as men, there's too much ego, too much fakeness. We don't give praise to people. There's so much negativity online, criticism and hate. It's very rare that someone says thank you to another man. You've inspired me. So I like to say thank you because it's really nice that I get people around the world thanking me and sending me emails, and I really appreciate it. And I realize that I make a huge difference to people's lives, and I give men a lot of hope. I help them with their confidence with women, and to give that self belief. That's why I put the videos out. That's why I love what I do. So I've always said it's really good to have role models and people to inspire you. Never to try and be like someone. Obviously, I don't want to try and be like Tyson Fury. I'm happy with who I am. But it's nice that he inspired me, and he actually inspired me to lose weight. I put on the weight, and I've been training with my friend now, Adam. We've been training for 13 weeks, and I'm not going to compete in boxing. I boxed as an amateur 10 years ago, but the fitness of it, I've been training, and it's so good. It's true what Tyson Fury said. It's probably the best therapy for mental health. Physical training, boxing training. That's why I put the documentary out. It's life changing and life saving, and it builds character, it builds strength. So I kind of wanted to use Tyson Fury's example to inspire you guys to face your fears of women, because most of you who come on this channel, you have got fears of going out and speaking to women. And at the end of the day, when I look at what these boxers do, people like Fury, Deontay Wilder, and just some of the names off the top of my head, Manny Pacquiao, McGregor, all these boxers at these level, they risk it, they put it all on the line. Like Tyson Fury could have got knocked out by Wilder, he could have lost that fight, and the odds were against him. And I was worried about him at the time because of the long layoff that he had and coming back from the depression, the mental health problems, and to go in and do that and risk that. But look where he is now. Now he's probably in the best position financially out of all the boxers, the top three: Wilder, Joshua, Fury. Fury got signed with ESPN. Financially, he's made a great move. Now he's getting massive in America. So what I'm learning from struggles is great things can come from struggles. And that's why I often say to guys, I really emphasize with your struggles and your social anxiety and what you've been through, and you're struggling to meet women and go out and speak to women. But don't be a victim. Stop complaining. Do something about it. Take action. There's so many examples of men like Tyson Fury, and I'm not bigging my own ego up, but I'm someone who's very mentally strong as well. I've come back from so many challenges in my life: mental health, breakdowns, depression. I've come back and succeeded, and breakups, relationships with women, rejection. So it is a rocky story, and it's just been great. I've really enjoyed following his journey, and it's just nice. Someone spoke to me the other day, and just openly, it doesn't matter who it is, I won't say their name, but they just said to me, you know what, Tyson Fury helped me to change my life. I was going through depression, and I didn't have the courage to talk about it. This wasn't a client. This is just someone that I know. And after seeing Tyson Fury's, seeing him speak about his mental health challenges, it gave me the courage to go and get help. And now he's very happy. So I was speaking to my friend Adam about this today, and I was saying that I think there's enough talk about depression and mental health. So I don't want to depress people. I actually want to lift people up and say, it's true what Tyson Fury said. I know because I've done it myself. So I have personal experience. Anyone who is suffering with mental health problems or who's had a breakdown can come back from it and find happiness. But you do have to work on yourself. And obviously Tyson Fury did it through hard work. And I've always encouraged that on YouTube. I'm going to answer some of your questions in a second, guys. If you haven't seen that fight, I recommend watching that fight, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and just seeing how the hell did he get back off the floor of the 12th round. Everyone Deontay Wilder has hit has knocked them out clean, and Fury got back up, and he won the fight. He from what I saw, he beat Wilder. He beat him on the jab. He mainly beat him with the single and double jab movement. He kept beating with the jab and straight rights. He just outboxed him. So it'll be interesting to see the rematch. I think it's going to be. I'm going to back Fury, but it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, Fury's going to win his fight next week with Tom Swartz, who I don't know much about. If you need to get in contact with me, Hamid, you can just email me on my personal email. I'll give you my email address. Tom Schwartz is 24-0, so he can't be taken lightly, as we've seen, because look what happened with Anthony Joshua. So it's like Fury said, everyone he fights is going to be a threat, but you would expect him to win. And I'm hoping that there will be a rematch with Wilder and Fury. I fancy Fury to win it. And I think all he has to really do, it's not going to be easy, is stay away from, obviously, Wilder's right hand and not get caught. And just and I think he's in much better shape now. He's way more fitter now. He's slimmer. He looks happier than he was when he beat Wilder, and he was in good shape then. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm just excited. I love boxing, and the heavyweight division has been really exciting. I think boxing's booming again, and the other divisions. I'm looking forward to. So on this channel, I just wanted to sort of get an idea of how many of you are passionate about boxing. I'm not going to turn the YouTube channel into a boxing channel, don't worry. It's still going to be about confidence of women, but I am going to bring in, I'm going to talk about different things because a lot of my clients are interested in boxing. And like I said, if you train boxing, it will give you more confidence to go out and approach women. Because if you've gone and done boxing training, even if you haven't fought, or if you have fought, it's not that difficult going up and speaking to a girl on the street or in the daytime. It gives you courage, it gives you confidence, it improves your character, and it helps you to be more honest and more straight. And that's what gets you attracted. That's what creates attraction with women. So, also going to tell you guys as well, I've got a Fearless event coming up in London, which is free. I'm really excited about. We've got a lot of people attending. The Fearless event is all about being courageous. It's all about taking action. You've seen Tyson Fury as an action taker. You've seen myself. You've seen Johnny Berba. I'm an action taker. I don't just talk about things. I talk about and go and do them. I show you, me losing weight, getting in shape. I put the infield videos out, showing how to meet women. You guys see me mentoring people, changing people's lives. So much proof is on YouTube. It's all action taken. So the Fearless event is for men that want to improve their confidence with women and their confidence in life. I had a meeting yesterday with someone, great guy, who's been following me for 6 years. he's interested in doing my 6 weeks program at some point. So we met for a consultation, and he said to me, you know, this confidence thing with women is important to me, but it's not the only thing. I want to come out of you 6 weeks. I want to learn how to be confident with women, and I want to get a girlfriend, and then I want to set my own business up. And because he has a job that pays well, but he wants to go into what he's passionate about. And it's all in this area of confidence, and that's why I think boxers are great role models. Most of them, obviously not all, because it's a confident building sport, and it's just got there's just a lot of positivity in it, and all these things tie in, like mental health. These are all current things at the moment that's going on. There's a lot of mental health at the moment. There's a lot of men struggling. There's a lot of suicide. There's a lot of depression. So it's kind of funny how I was speaking about these things years ago. Maybe I wasn't going as deep, but I was, talking about anxiety, and I've come to realize that that's why I'm going to start putting out a lot of in-field videos again, because they really do change people's lives. And I get a lot of women messaging me that really like the videos as well. Obviously, some people don't like it. Can't please everyone. But the message and the therapy of going out and talking to women or talking to people, it builds your confidence. The same as going and training boxing. So we will be bringing, JohnnyBerba.com will be bringing a lot of personal development to the YouTube channel and the brand and what was I going to say the right words here? I'm a bit tired today because I just came back from a really intense boxing session, but I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. The anxiety documentary was good for my bedroom. I really appreciate that. So yeah, my message at the core has always been about helping people who struggle with mental health, because I know what it feels like struggling with it firsthand. But I want to put more of a positive spin on mental health, because I think there's a lot of stuff that's good out there, but there's a lot of negative stuff. And I think when a lot of people, when you mention the word mental health and depression, people immediately think it's doom and gloom, my life's over. And I'm trying to say it's not over. It can be the beginning to something beautiful. It can be, it changed my life. So I'm trying to give people different examples, Tyson Fury being one. I sometimes don't feel embarrassed, but I feel a little bit awkward. I never, I'll speak my mind as I always do and be myself, but I don't want to come across like this is about my ego. It certainly isn't. It's not an ego thing. And of course, we're all human. We're all guilty sometimes of being on our ego, but generally my message is from the heart. I really do care about guys, because I've been through it, and I've had the joy of coming out of the depression and being in a good place, and I'm in a great place again. So I've battled with mental health all my life in periods. I've beaten it, I've got myself very happy. I've got my life great, a girlfriend, a place, a business, great clients, helping people. And then I've got depressed again, and then my life has fell apart, and then I've rebuilt it again. So that's what I like about Tyson Fury's story. It's a metaphor for rebuilding yourself when you've broken down. It doesn't have to be a mental breakdown or psychosis. It could be that you've had a breakup with a girl, and you're heartbroken, or you've been rejected. Whatever, you don't like your job, or any sort of hardship. And I'm learning more and more that the great men in history, they've all suffered tremendous hardship, and I know that from myself. Again, I'm not a victim, but I've had, there's always someone who struggled more, but I've had my struggles too. And people probably, they don't always see that. They think because you're on YouTube and you're successful and you have a platform that you're perfect, and we're not perfect. And I think that's what Tyson Fury is saying. He's saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm a warrior. I don't quit. I'm not letting mental health beat me. I'm not letting another man beat me. And he backed it up. He proved it. He didn't just talk about it. He demonstrated it. And there's something about that as men. We respect it. It's a tribal thing. When we see another man taking action and doing good and being brave, we have, even if you don't like the person, you still respect them. So I really wanted to talk about this and I knew it would feel good talking about this. I didn't speak about this for a while because I've been focused on the other stuff. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of videos coming, guys. Please tune in. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really want to get, what's the word? My friend Adam has been helping me with this. We've been working on a business project. I want to get more. Sorry, the word's completely gone. I want to get more like intimate with you guys and kind of try and break this facade of, oh, we're just over a computer screen. So that's why I've created the Fearless event, so you can meet me in person. And having a meeting yesterday was so nice. I met a guy who's been a fan of my work. He's been following me for 6.5 years. He bought my anxiety program. So I was happy to go and meet him and spend an hour and a half. And he's such a great guy. It was so much potential and just a lovely person. And I realized that I want to meet more of you. So we're not just over a screen, live screen. So the Fearless event, you're very welcome to come. It's on the 16th. It's on next Sunday. I'll tell you what is going to take place at the Fearless event, and you can bring a friend with you as well. So the Fearless event is to help men to build their confidence with women. That's the priority, because that's what you guys want. And on top of that, it's to help you to build confidence with people in your life. So it's a practical event. So it's not going to be your typical seminar where I stand up and talk, you sit in a boardroom and listen. That gets boring. I make my events fun. I'm going to do a short 20-minute talk. We're going to do, I'll show you, and I'll just show you something. We're going to do pad work. So I'll just show you for a second. So, and don't worry, you don't need to be a boxer. So these are boxing pads, and I do pad work every week with my friend Adam to get fit. So I've done this at my last Fearless event. The guys loved it. The idea of the pad work is to get people out of their shell, because most of you are coming, you're going to be shy, you're going to have social anxiety, and it's doing the boxing pads. It opens you up, it gets that social anxiety out, and then it makes you feel good. It gets you in state. So we're going to do a little bit of pad work, and then the most exciting thing is we're going to do an hour of approaching women, a free taster session. This whole event's free; it doesn't cost anything. So we're going to have I'll do a short talk at the start, 20 minutes. I'll mostly be talking about how I can help you to conquer your fears of women in life, build your confidence, and be successful in your life and with women. And then I'm going to do a Q&A. We'll do the boxing pads, and then we're going to go out for an hour, take the group out, maybe break us up into smaller groups, because I think we're going to have a lot coming into this event. I can't wait, really excited. I'm going to just show you the basics on how to go up to a woman and just be honest and just talk to women with honesty. And I think you guys are going to love it. So it's really good because it's a practical event. And very few people run events like this, and it's all free. After we've done the hour of approaching in central London, the last bit is we're going to sit down. Everyone's going to share their experiences, and it's always going to probably be positive. Then we're gonna I'll do a Q&A, and then we're gonna have a tea, coffee, and then that's it, finishes. So it's gonna be 2 hours of it's gonna be impactful, practical. So it starts at 1 p.m, finishes at 3 p.m. If you want to book, you must email me, because if you don't email me, I won't be able to. I'm not going to give you the address, and you won't know where it is. So you have to email. My email is johnnyberba88@gmail.com. We've got a lot coming already. I think we've got over 10 booked. It will pick up more. So probably be a group of about 15, 20 people. Face your fear and come along. I understand if you're nervous, shy, push yourself. You'll be so happy you've done it. Take that leap of faith. You're not going in boxing. You're not going to die. You're just coming to an event. You're going to meet nice people. And it's great being around like-minded people. Most of the people that come are going to be guys, yourself, who follows my live stream, my videos. So a lot of things coming up. I've got the infill videos going to be coming back again, making them next 2 weeks. I hope you've enjoyed the latest content I've shot. It's been brilliant. We've improved the quality 4K, as I said I would. And the Fearless event is going to be great. It's the 16th of June, Sunday. Hopefully the weather will be great. Boxing pad work, an hour of approaching women, compliments, conversations. Just gonna have fun and enjoy the process. You might meet your girlfriend. I can't guarantee you meet your girlfriend. You might get a number, you might go on a date. Who knows what can happen? Anything is possible. One thing you can guarantee, you're gonna have an amazing experience at the Fearless event. We wanna give you a real experience. So the only way to build confidence is through real experience. You don't build confidence alone by reading books. You do not build confidence just by watching a live stream, even though they can inspire you. you still have to take action. Taking action is the most important thing. That's it. That's all of my teaching. So I'm giving you guys what you want. You always ask me for, you know, a real practical experience, and I know you're going to get a lot out of this, and you're going to meet like-minded people. I think the value of coming to this event is not just the hour session of approaching women, which is going to be incredible and life-changing, but I really think, excuse me, it's the bonding with other like-minded guys, the friends that you're going to make, and the connections, and having, you know, talking to people in person. It's so important. I'm going to go through some questions. Yeah, there's only one Tyson Fury. What is my greatest achievement so far? I think I would say number one, impacting the whole world. From starting from nothing, I never had any business training. I just started putting YouTube videos out. I think inspiring the whole world, at least a demographic of men who had anxiety and were able to go out and start meeting women with honesty and building their confidence through watching my videos. And then, you know, secondly, coaching people who travel all around the world to come and work with me. That's been, I mean, I have to pinch myself sometimes from where I started. That's been great. And I think me overcoming what I've overcome, coming from where I come from having anxiety and being shy, having no confidence, struggling with women for half of my life, and then, you know, having a great run of success with women and all the things I've gone through. So, you know, that's what comes to mind. Difficult question to answer because I measure achievement in different ways sometimes. And, you know, losing weight as well, getting back into shape. I've had to work really hard on that, but I've loved it. But yeah, what's your guys' thoughts? I'd love to know, have any of you, do you know Tyson Fury is? Do you follow him? Did you see the Wilder fight? What do you think about what I've spoken about today? I'd love to know your thoughts, your opinions. Don't be shy. Leave a question down here. Comment underneath my videos and email me if you need to contact me personally. If you want to work with me and do a 6 weeks program, or you want to take a weekend confidence program. I run Skype programs for people that are in America or Canada or abroad that can't get to London. So we're creating as many programs as we can to help as many people as we can to conquer their anxiety, their social anxiety, their shyness with women, and to build confidence and to meet women in an honest, natural way, and not with the fake stuff, or the tricks, the pickup lines, all of that. It's, for me, it's all cowardly stuff. It's all negative. It's all dishonest. There's no heart in it. So we're teaching you how to speak to women from the heart and just keep it simple. Do what the men of the previous generations done. Keep it simple, and most women really appreciate that. So yeah. So I'm going to answer some questions now. So yeah, simple takeaways. If you're struggling with anxiety with women, take up training, do boxing training. If boxing training is not for you, do weight training, do some physical exercise. It 100% improves mental health. Every time you do a workout, you come out, you feel happy. You know, all of the endorphins, there's a sense of achievement. You know, and it's something ongoing. When you see yourself getting better, that's something you want to continue. And that's why I generally work with people for 6 weeks, take them out, teach them how to meet women, because 6 weeks is a long enough period to make massive improvements with women, with your confidence in speaking to women. What I can do for a guy in 6 weeks is life changing. I've done it for so many guys for so many years. And I always say I love working with committed people, honest guys, committed guys, guys that make no excuses, humble guys, decent guys, action takers. It's all about action. Also, as well, if there's any topics that you want me to talk about on the next live streams, let me know in the comments here. And if it's interesting, I'll talk about it. So at the moment, the format's going to be, I will talk about different things on the live stream, but then I'm going to be doing a lot of in-field videos, demonstrations, going out and showing you how to meet and attract women in an honest way. It's really good as well that I've been getting messages from women. I had one woman actually message me, say, I've been watching your videos every day. She loves my interviews. She went out and approached men and got a date. So it helps women too. That's great. Any more questions? Let me just make sure I've shared this. Yeah, I'll put this on Twitter everywhere. So make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, email me. Excuse me. My email is johnnyberba88@gmail.com. It's underneath all my YouTube videos. And if you want to work with me and take a program, then get in touch. We can talk about it on email. So yeah, the Tyson Fury comebacks is so inspiring, and that's really all I want to say on it. I probably will do more videos. I want to sort of see the reaction. I don't know how many of you are passionate about boxing. Obviously, I know you guys are very passionate about approaching women and meeting women and building your confidence. But one of the reasons why I want to talk about different things is because a lot of you guys want to become more attractive of women, and when you have different interests, you become more of an interesting person. Mike Adams, what can you talk about on a date? Okay, I'll answer that. I like boxing enough to listen about it. That's great. That's really good. Look, and I know that not all of you are going to like boxing. Right? Obviously, again, I can't please every single one of you. Some people will like boxing, some won't. Some of you are going to be into politics. Some of you are going to love women. But it keeps things fun and interesting. And I like to talk about different things and not just speak about meeting women, even though I'm really passionate about that. Okay, so a question: what can you talk about on a date? This is a big question because there's so many things to talk about. But I think the key thing, Mike, what I've learned from going on thousands of dates, and believe me, I've messed up so many dates. People forget that. They just see you on YouTube, they see you confident, get success, and they think that you never fail. I failed so many times, and I've coached so many people and helped them to go on dates and be successful. I think a lot of it, Mike, is about your mood. If you're in a good mood, this is obvious advice. It always works. If you're in a good mood and you go on a date with a woman, and you're positive, and you don't have to be perfect, but you're happy in your life and in yourself, it translates. So I think mood's important. I've always spoken about state. So number one is state, Mike. Number two, I think you do have to learn to be a good conversationalist, and you can only do that, Mike, by going on a lot of dates, having a lot of practice. So they're the first two things I want to give you is think about how can you make yourself happy, get in a good mood before you go on the date. So I would actually say go and do a gym session. And again, people tend to take it could be half an hour session, half an hour weights, half an hour running, boxing, running, swimming. You feel great after. That's why I feel great doing this live stream. I'm a bit tired today, but I feel energized because I've just come from training in the gym. So it's all about the feel-good factor. Women are no different to us. Women are attracted to happiness. They want positive energy. So if you can go there feeling good, what you say is not as important. But there's a contradiction. Of course, I've just watched that now. So there's no good just talking about stuff to a woman on a date, but you don't feel good. Because if you don't feel good, but you talk about positive things, you're just going to sense that you're depressed and not feeling good, and you're not going to enjoy it. So being aware of your state, do the best you can to get in a good place. Then it's being good conversations. What I personally do is I ask questions so it makes the girl talk, and I try and avoid talking too much about myself until she asks me about myself. These are some little pointers, good social skills. Always be interested in the other person. People love that. We all love it. We all love when people are interested in us. And everyone kind of wants to talk about themselves. So don't fall into the trap of, trying to prove yourself to a woman and telling her, let her ask her about herself. And I always say to them, what are you passionate about? It's simple questions that can get someone to open up. So these are a lot of the things that you can do, and there's more things, but I'll leave it as that because I don't want to overwhelm you. There's only so much I can say over a live stream. But I don't know if you're in London, Mike. I could help you more with that in person if you want to come to my Fearless event, which is on next Sunday. It's free. We're going to do an hour of approaching, some boxing pad work, a Q&A, and a social event, having a coffee. Really, such a fun event. I can talk to you more in person about what to say on dates. Philip says, when I first got started building my life, was it difficult to develop an awareness and clarity of the things that you wanted to change, or did you know it from the start? No, I didn't know. Like most people, I was very confused, very depressed. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew what I didn't want to do. I think what helped me was finding something that I was passionate about. Two things I was passionate about. One was martial arts, boxing, bodybuilding, and fitness. That was my first passion. My second passion at the time, was meeting women, going out and learning how to meet women. So passions always helped me. When I've got really passionate about something, I put my energy into it. I learn about it, and I go and do it. And then my life blossomed from that. So I would encourage you to think about what you're passionate about, Philip, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. Awkward silences. A lot of the guys that I work with have a fear of awkward silences. When I'm mentoring people in London on the 6 weeks program, I notice this a lot socially, and it comes with more confidence and experience. I would say what you want to do is, Mike, and I did this for a long time. It helped me, and I help my clients with this in the 6 weeks program. You want to spend a certain intensive period of time meeting a lot of people and practicing getting more socially comfortable. Because if you're really awkward in silences, it's because you're socially anxious a bit. You're worrying about what the person thinks about you, and you're overthinking about what to say. So only through practice can these things improve. So think about ways that you can speak to more women. Because if you've seen my videos, you'll see me out on the street, or if you see me coaching the students in the 6 weeks program like Aiden, you'll notice there's a lot of times when I'm comfortable in the silence. I'm talking to the girl, and I'm just like that. I'm relaxing myself. I'm just waiting, and I'm not panicking. And then you'll see other approaches of me when I mess up or I get nervous. So it's not being scared to make mistakes too, Mike. Not being a perfectionist. No one's perfect. No one is socially comfortable all the time. It's impossible. But the more you practice, the better you get. John, I really appreciate that, man. Greetings from Greece. I'm so glad, man. It's nice to be loved. I really appreciate your words, man. Thanks, and thank you for following the channel. And what can I say, man? That's great, man. Thank you. Yeah, that's something that I taught when I first started. It helped a lot of men to call out your insecurity and say to the girl, I have social anxiety. Excuse me, I get nervous in social situations. That will make you feel a bit better, or a lot better. And usually people appreciate that. But you don't want to use that as a crutch. You don't want to keep using that, because then you won't learn. You won't learn to have confidence in yourself. But for a period, that's good to use. So honesty is very important. Honesty in social situations is a life changer. How many of you? I'm just trying to figure out how many of you are on this channel because you just want to improve with your confidence with women, or is it a combination of a bit of everything? Because I find I've got a split demographic. I've got a demographic of men that are just they just really want to go out and get over their anxiety and learn to meet women in public, like they see me doing my videos. I've got another demographic of guys who they kind of want to find their purpose in their life, so they want to kind of build their confidence in different areas, and I find it fascinating. So let me know where you're at. We're gonna finish this up because it's been going for like 45 minutes now. I'm trying to keep these under an hour. I'll answer a few more questions. I don't care about the women anymore, but I need motivation for training and building my career, my hobbies. great, you've come to the right channel, man. Make sure to subscribe because I'm teaching both personal development and helping men to meet and attract women with honesty and build a confidence. So I'll be mentoring people over the YouTube channel, facing fears, overcoming trauma. That's great. So, why don't you guys come down to my Fearless event? What's holding you back? What are the excuses? Because if you like the content and you're on the live stream, why not? Why don't we do this in person? There's a lot coming. Is fear holding you back? Learn to start facing it. Because when you realize how much you're allowing fear to hold you back, it's silly, really. You live in an island. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You could get a flight. I mean, I just recently worked with a guy who did my boot camp. He's from Prague. He's from Italy. Another guy all around the world. So, and I've mentored a lot of people from Ireland, Dublin, who've come over. So you can come over. You've got time. It would be worth it. So just to let you guys know, I'll make a note of it because I don't want anyone saying they didn't get notified. The 16th of June is the Fearless event in London. It's right down here. It's free and it's going to be amazing. And if you want to come along, drop me an email, johnnyberba88@gmail.com. Any last questions before we call it a day? By the way, I'm not drinking alcohol. This is an energy drink. I get paranoid. I was drinking this the other day. I was on a train and everyone started looking at me. I was like, why is everyone looking at me? I'm not drinking alcohol on the train. It's an energy drink, you know. We're in London. It's St James's Park. We're running these in a park, which is great. So you're welcome to come along, Mike. It's next Sunday. We've got quite a few coming. And at best, if any of you are really apprehensive or nervous about coming, you can just come. You don't need to speak to anyone. You can just watch. If you don't want to take part in the approaching, you don't have to. We're not going to force you to do anything. I don't force people. But if people want to learn, I will give you a push, encouragement, and help you, mentor you. So you can't lose out. Take the risk, come along. It could lead to big things. You might meet the best friend of your life at these events. And you just might, there might be something that's holding you back, and I might be able to help you to overcome it, or another guy at the group. So it is a life changing, and that's why I run these events, because they're a lot of fun. We have a great time. It's not too formal. We keep it fun, you know. So it's in St James's Park, central London. I can't answer that question at the moment, John Moore. That's a bit too deep. So yeah, I don't have the answer to your question at this moment in time. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm always straight with people, and I'm not gonna. I don't have the answer to anything, so I don't know what you're gonna do about that. Maybe you have to have a think about it. I can't make that decision for you. So I don't know. Why don't you focus on the positive in your life and go and do something positive, and then maybe you'll feel better about it. Also, as well, I'm doing it this week. If anyone is interested in working with me on the 6-week program, but maybe you've got some questions, or maybe you're not 100% sure, maybe you're scared to do the program, or you need to get to know me more, I'm offering a 1-hour free consultation. So you can meet me face to face in London. I did one yesterday. I really enjoy it because I want to get to know more. I want to get to know more of the people that I'm working with, so I know that I'm not going to work with people that are going to be time wasters. I like to work with people that are committed. So in the hour consultation, you're not obligated to sign up. I can't guarantee I'll take you on. We meet for an hour of a coffee, and I get to just really listen to what is holding you back in your life with women. And then we can talk about how the program works, and if we're a good fit, then you can sign up, sell you the program, take you out 6 weeks, change your life. If it isn't a good fit, there's no love lost. We don't need to fall out and not be friends. You can still follow my work, you come to my talks. It's very easy going. That's how I do things. So if any of you are interested in booking a 1 hour free consultation, a face-to-face meeting in London, because you are very interested in doing the 60s program, drop me an email. I'll happily set one up, and we can. And I always do the hours in the evening because I'm busy throughout the day. So it'll be about 6 o'clock. So hopefully, if you've got a full-time job, you could make it after work. So let me know. I'd like to offer you the hour free consultation, so I could have a chance to get to know you and what your sticking points are, and we can at least talk about what you need to do to overcome your problems and get the results of women. It's strange because for some reason on Fridays I don't get as many people on the live streams, but when I do them on the other days, we get a lot on. I'm still trying to figure out ways how I can get more people on these live streams. If any of you know how I can do that, it would be great if you could let me know. Okay. So a lot of great things coming. Like I said, check out Tyson Fury's story of journey. It's very inspiring, especially if any of you are really battling with anxiety and depression. You want to get in a great place. And, you know, we've got the Fearless event next Sunday. I can't wait for that. 2 hours, practical hour approaching women. You know, it's just a great time. It's really easy going. We've got the infill videos coming. As I said, all my new videos. I know that the live stream, it's not the best camera in the world. It's on my laptop at home. But all of the new YouTube videos are beautifully shot. I'm so pleased with the new filmmaker. He's brilliant. He's a lovely guy. I have a good relationship with him. And his work's phenomenal. So all of the videos will be shot in that quality. And I'm looking forward to putting out a new infill video. But yeah, I'm not doing it to show off my skills. I'm doing it to help men to improve, because I've got my confidence sorted out with women, thank God, and I want to help as many of you as I can to get you confident and get you in relationships. Because a lot of my clients, which is really nice, they don't want to go out and sleep with loads of women and be womanizers. They want to build the confidence and then, you know, meet a nice girl and have a girlfriend. Yes, a good point. Football is more boxing. I'm not a massive football fan. I used to be, but I might start talking about football. My family, I'm a Chelsea supporter. I like boxing more. That's a good point, though. Thanks for mentioning that. At some point, I probably will speak about that because I'm quite fascinated with Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, I'm just interested in, you know, sportsmen and interesting people. It builds a nice conversation. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. Obviously, it's the first time I've spoke about boxing, so I probably wasn't as confident and as on point as I am when I'm talking about my area of expertise, which is, you know, confidence in dating, coaching, and relationship building. But you know, practice is how you get better. And I'm passionate. I'm going to do more videos, and I'm going to talk about many other things as well. What do you do when women show zero interest in you? You pick yourself up. You don't feel sorry for yourself. You try not to take it personal. It's not always easy. You're human, and you keep going. And you know, and if that doesn't work, you start looking at what can I do to make myself more attractive. You can improve your fashion. You can improve your health by going to the gym, and you can take a program. You can, you know, invest in yourself. Take a confidence program. So always think, Mike, about ways that you can think about how you can improve your relationship with yourself. So you're not thinking, oh, I just want to impress women. That can be needy and desperate. Confidence is when you're happy in who you are. And that's what we help you to do at the Fearless event. So come to the Fearless event. It will help you. I'm telling you. If you don't want to come, then you don't want to come. It's your choice. We don't force. We don't force here. We inspire, we encourage, we motivate, and we mentor. Um, I've got in a role now. I'm really enjoying this. I don't want to stop the live stream. I've just got into a flow. If more people come on, I'll speak a little bit longer. I'm not in a massive rush today. I've done everything I needed to do, so I'm just relaxing. Great, DBLD. Hey man, welcome to the stream. If you just come on, I was just talking about Tyson Fury. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a boxing heavyweight, lineal champion. In my eyes, he's the best heavyweight. I was talking about his inspiring story, coming back from a mental health breakdown and being obese, getting in shape, and basically beating the best heavyweight, in my opinion. It was a draw, but I think he got robbed. So that's an inspiring story. I like it. I like talking about inspiring stories. And I've got plans, a lot of plans for this channel. We're going to start a podcast show soon and interview really interesting people. Tyson is so unorthodox as well. But yeah, man, it's incredible, isn't it? His movement's phenomenal. It's on the. I know maybe some people will find this controversial, but it's on the level of Muhammad Ali. Maybe even better. The footwork. He moves like a middleweight, and he's a heavyweight. He's brilliant. He's class. So I'm just multitasking here, my phone. Yeah, it's great, and it's funny because I watched it again. I watched the Wilder Fury fight last night. I just wanted to get in, and I was like, it's so clear that he beat Wilder. Other than the two knockdowns, he won 10 rounds. Maybe Wilder won a couple of rounds. He outclassed him. He beat him on the double jab and the right hand. I can't wait to see the rematch. I hope it happens. Did any of you, by the way, have you checked out my last live stream where I spoke about this famous dating show that I don't watch called Love Island? You can check that out as well. I spoke about that. I don't know if you guys watched that. I don't know if you guys have checked out the latest the latest YouTube videos I've done. I done one on social anxiety. That was very popular. It's got like over 1,000 views, 30 comments. It's only been up a week. I knew that would help a lot of people. So make sure that you don't miss out on the videos because some of your questions that you asked today on the live stream, I answer them in the videos that I've uploaded recently. Yeah, he's fighting next week. Yeah, great, perfect. Tyson Fury fights on the Saturday, and then we have the Phyllis event on the Sunday. That's a treat for you guys. Yeah? We'll watch the boxing. I'm losing my words. We'll watch the boxing documentary after. Yeah, check out the boxing documentary. That was so much fun making it. That was great. That was great. Yeah, I just loved it. Do me a favor as well, guys. I really would appreciate if you could leave a comment underneath the video and just be honest. Look, if you don't like one of my videos, then speak your mind. Say you don't like it and tell me why, and we'll think about how we can improve it. But if you really like the boxing documentary, please hit like, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. I read all the comments on the videos. I personally go through them myself and I answer every question I can. Unless it's really silly and it's hate, I'm just going to ignore it. But most of the comments, you guys are so positive. I can't believe how much love I get. I'm surprised on the platform today. But people get a lot of hate. I hardly get any hate on YouTube. It's incredible. So leave a comment and I can have a chat with you on the comments. It's really nice. So as I said, my aim is to help more people, a lot more guys, give them the information so they can go out and change their life, improve their confidence, and connect with you guys more. And get you guys. I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be open. I don't see any reason to hide, or I'm not that sort of person. I want to basically connect with you guys on the live streams and take you from the live streams, meet you in person. That's a very honest, great business model, and it's going to massively benefit you, and it's going to benefit all of us. And for the people, obviously, who don't want to meet me in person and meet the other guys at the Phyllis event, that's completely their choice. No love lost. But I know a lot of you, even if maybe you're putting it off, you would be very happy to come to one of my events because you're going to meet very nice people and you're going to come away inspired and your confidence is going to go up. And let's be honest, guys. Why would anyone in their right mind want to spend all of their social time on a machine? As much as I love it, I spend a lot of time in person with people. So I'm not being a hypocrite. And then obviously I spend a dedicated time online. So it's having a balance. So you don't want to spend all your time online. That will cause mental breakdown. That is going to give you social anxiety. You're going to get depressed. So make sure that you guys are having enough social time. And I include that a certain time with family, a certain time with your male friends, and it's a dedicated time to going out and meeting women. Or if you're in a relationship, then you don't need to do that. So it's thinking about ways, and a lot of this, my teaching is about that. Social development, improving your relationships with people. That's how you get happier. That probably is most of the cure to mental health problems, especially with depression and loneliness. When you start, socializing more, you feel better. So push yourself to face your fears to come to my event. I know a lot of you are scared to come to my event. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, Les Boss. Great to see you, man. It's been a long time. I'll just quickly give you a heads up on what's been going on, and you can tell me how you're getting on. I'd be interested to know. I just did a live stream about Tyson Fury. I don't know if you know who Tyson Fury is. I'm assuming that you do. He's got a great story. I wanted to personally say a thanks to Tyson because he's inspired me. He inspired me to get in. He inspired me to get back into training and get in shape and lose weight. And I'm in fantastic shape and I'm loving it. And it's my way of saying thank you to him. And I don't want anything back from him. I'm not. It's just a thank you, and I wanted to share it with other guys. And I'm passionate about the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight, even though I know it's kind of past now, but I'm still processing how the hell did he get up from that 12-round knockdown. I don't know how he did it, man. Freddie Roach said, I don't believe in God, but after seeing Fury get off the floor, I'm convinced there just might be a God. It was incredible. So I've spoken about that today, and I've spoken about my Fearless event. Why don't you come along, Les Boss? It'll be good to see you in person. 16th of June, next week, Sunday, we've got a Fearless event. I'm gonna be throwing in a 1-hour free taster session. So I'm not gonna do a massive, long-winded public talk. I'm gonna do a short, 15, 20 minutes max. We're gonna do a quick bit of pad work to get in state, and then I'm taking you guys out in St. James's Park, and we're gonna do an hour of approaching women, and then we're gonna sit down, have a laugh, have a coffee, have a tea, and just have a great time. So you're welcome to come, Les Boss. You've been to my events before. This one's going to be even better. Like I said before, we don't pressure here. We don't. But if you want to come, you're welcome to come along. We've got loads coming anyway. So you can bring a friend as well. Okay. What is the name of the documentary? Are you talking about my documentary, Michael? Are you talking about Tyson Fury? Doesn't have a documentary. He's got loads of videos. I don't know. Just let me know. You want about my boxing documentary or that? Yeah, I'm doing great, Les Boss. I'm in the best place I've ever been. I'm happy. I'm just great. When are you doing more videos yourself and approaching women? 2 weeks time. 2 weeks time. We're planning this. This is gonna be something you guys. This is gonna be like nothing you've ever seen before. It really sounds like I'm selling something, don't I? Maybe I am. I'm selling inspirational love. I'm going to go out and it's going to be, I don't know what's going to happen. You might see me get rejected loads. Tyson Fury, okay, what I'll do is I'll post the fight in so you guys can check it out. So yeah, infill videos coming soon, Les Boss. The next one will be up on YouTube next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, let me get the Fury fight up. Hold on a second. Get this link for you. Right, this is the one. Okay. So here's the fight, Mike. Check out this fight. And then, that's the Fury Wilder fight. If you come up to watch all of it, go to the 12th round and see how he got up from that knockdown. And then you can just go on YouTube. There's loads of interviews of Tyson Fury. Just write in Tyson Fury. There's loads of inspiring interviews, and he talks about how he overcome suicide and mental health, and now he's in a great place. I said earlier, um, what did I think of the Joshua fight? Do you know what? My brother woke me up. I stayed at my mum's place, staying with my brother, and I was in shock because I thought Anthony Joshua is going to destroy this guy in 3 rounds. My brother woke me up at 4 in the morning. Usually we stay out to watch the fights, but this time I didn't. My brother woke me up and he said, "No, no, Jonathan, Joshua's losing. He's getting away. He's been knocked out." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I got to be honest. I was very shocked that Anthony Joshua. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. What can I say? I'm still shocked. I think the whole boxing world is, but also as well, what I realise is, he's human at the end of the day. Everyone is beatable, other than Rocky Marciano, Joe Calzaghe, and Mayweather. They're the only boxers that I remember that retired undefeated. All boxers lose at some point. So the question is, how does he come back from this? I'm not a big Joshua fan. Nothing against him. I'm a Tyson Fury man. But let's see. We have to see if he comes up. But wow, Ruiz Jr., what a performance! You have to give him credit. That was just a Rocky story again. Very inspiring. So one of the things what was great is people are obsessed with six packs and great bodies, but it don't always work like that. I've said that to guys before. A lot of you guys go, "Oh, looks matter, Johnny. It's because you're tall. It's because this guy." But I'm saying it ain't always about that. It's about your personality, your confidence. And Ruiz Jr. doesn't have six pack. I'm not going to call him that, but people calling him a fat man. Well, for a fat man, he hasn't done too bad. He's just become world champion and beat Anthony Joshua, who's probably got one of the best physiques on the planet. It's not always about muscles and six packs; it's about your heart. But I don't know. So no, I do agree with you. You may not agree, but I think he's been talked up too much. I agree on that. I thought the same. Um, I always thought Anthony Joshua was good, but I felt like a bit similar to Amir Khan that they overhyped him too much. He is good, but they, blown him up. And I don't think he's better than Fury. I think Fury's the best out of all of them. But I don't wish any bad on Joshua. I would like to see him come back, but that's really my thoughts on it. But he's still shocked, still processing it. Joshua would get him, but yeah, I totally agree. After seeing that, I honestly think that Fury would win every round against Joshua. I think Joshua wouldn't even be able to catch Fury. He's too fast. He's too slick. He's got too much boxing ability. He will box Joshua's head off. That's my opinion. Um, well, in my opinion, I don't think Anthony Joshua is anywhere close to the class of Lennox Lewis. I think Lennox Lewis is probably one of the best heavyweights of all time. That's my opinion again. Lennox Lewis was class. Obviously, I understand Joshua's career isn't over yet. We still need to see how his career plays out, but he just doesn't have the boxing ability of Lennox Lewis or Tyson Fury. We have to look at the facts. He's a great fighter. He's powerful. He's knocked a lot of people out, but he's shown a lot of vulnerability. He gets tired. I think he's got too muscle bound, and you know, I wouldn't say he was lucky against Klitschko. I see your point. Actually, maybe you got a point there, but he done. I feel like that he fought his best fight. He did very well, but Klitschko should have really stopped him. But you got to give Joshua credit. That was one of his probably his biggest win. But Fury versus Klitschko. Yeah, I mean, I spoke about it earlier on this live stream. Tyson Fury never got the credit he deserved. They couldn't accept it for a while. He outclassed him. He beat him. He beat him better in my opinion than Joshua because when he beat Klitschko was better. By the time he fought Joshua, he was past his prime, and Fury had kind of broken his heart. But yeah, I'm really kind of pleased today that at least a few of you are interested in boxing because my worry was I'm going to speak about boxing. Everyone's going to be like, why is Johnny speaking about boxing? on the channel, which is about how to build confidence of women. But it's nice that some of you are into boxing too. And I think all of these things make you more attractive. And who's your favorite boxer of all time? For me, it's Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones is brilliant. Probably a lot of people don't agree with me. It's hard to say, but and I know I get criticised a lot. I think Kawasaki, personally for me, was one of the best boxers of all time. Definitely one. He never got beaten. Amazing. Manny Pacquiao is one of my favourites. Sugar Ray Leonard. It's hard. It's hard to say, but they're the fight. I don't know. No, it's a difficult one. At the moment today, Tyson Fury is my favourite, but it depends. Yeah, Tyson in his prime was scary, but you know, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he was great in his prime, but it was a shorter one. Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard was just class, man. But then I started to also, appreciate Roberto Duran. There's been so many; it's hard to say who's the best. But my favourite middleweight was like Nigel Benn and Joe Kawasaki. Kawasaki, for me, again, I think he never got the credit he deserved. He didn't speak up enough. He wasn't controversial enough. But his boxing ability was just second to none. It's that Fury level, the angles, the movement. Great boxing ability. So since you guys are so passionate about boxing, come down to the Fearless event because we're going to be doing pad work. So pad work, getting all your frustration out. This is really good for men. It's good therapy. Getting all your anger out, your negativity. You feel so positive after hitting the pads. An hour of approaching women. We sit down as friends, like what we're doing on live now, but we're in person, which is even better. Obviously, guys, if you think I'm attractive on the live stream, wait till you meet me in person. I'm even more better in 3D. I'm just messing around. That was a bad joke. I'm having some fun. But no, honestly, it's much better in person. So come to the Fearless event, 16th of June, Sunday, starts at 1 p.m., finishes at 3 p.m. You'll be entertained. You're going to face your fears. You're going to work on your courage, your masculinity, and you're going to have a great time. I should have been that. I was going to make a really bad joke. I won't say that. It's not funny. I just drank an energy drink, and I think it is started to affect me because I'm getting all these impulses to make jokes that are probably not funny. No, I don't agree with you, man. How can you say that Joe Calzaghe didn't fight anyone? He beat Bernard Hopkins. And please don't throw old Hopkins as old. Hopkins was still in his prime when Calzaghe fought him. He went on and beat world champions. He beat Hopkins. He beat Chris Eubank. He beat Lacey, who was undefeated. You have to look at the wins that he had. He beat Kessler. Kessler was undefeated. He beat him, schooled him. He battered Lacey. He beat Eubank. He beat Hopkins. Okay, I know that Roy Jones was way out of his prime, but he still beat him. He beat Roy Jones. Kawasaki beat everyone they put in front of him. And look at him. Like, look at when he retired. He's not punch drunk. He's healthy. He doesn't even look like he's boxed. That's the sign of a great boxer. So I don't think he gets the credit. And I think he would have beaten a lot of the other great fighters. I think he would have gave them a good fight. Kawasaki was class, man. Anyone who knows boxing knows Kawasaki was great. But he doesn't seem to get the credit because he didn't mouth off enough. He wasn't, he wasn't, he was just more like quiet and introverted and just, did his talking in the ring. He was a hype man. Okay, well, that's your guys' opinion. And that's great. I wanted to get. That's why I do these live streams. I wanted to get it's fun, get different opinions, and it's good. This is good sparring. We're practicing, debating, and it's these sort of conversations, guys, that get you better with women. Not agreeing with people all the time, being a people pleaser, having your own opinion. And that's something a lot of you are scared of. I know you're scared to speak your mind and have your opinion. And that sort of ties in with the social anxiety. So this is great practice. Good for me, good for you guys. Builds confidence. Life is peachy now. It's a crazy YouTube name. How you doing? I'm good, man. Right, so I want to get you guys' opinions on Tyson Fury, his comeback, um, the fight with Wilder, if anyone's seen it. And on a side note, any questions you've got on anything, if you're struggling with women, post it and I'll try and answer it. Yeah, I do remember you follow the path. You've got a different name. That's a good point. That is a good point. Eubank wasn't the same fight, but he was still dangerous. And he still, he still took Kawasaki 12 rounds, and Eubanks was a dangerous fighter for anyone. But you can say all these things in boxing, but all you can do is beat who is in front of you. You can always say, oh, he wasn't this, he wasn't that, he wasn't in his prime. But what was Kawasaki supposed to do? You can only fight who's in front of you. And a lot of people didn't want to fight him. They were ducking him. And at the end of the day, he retired undefeated 46 fights, and he beat a lot of good fighters. So what can you do? If he lost, people will say he's no good. You can't win with the boxing fans and people. When someone doesn't lose any fights, they say you can't win. Tyson Fury's comeback from not being able to run half a mile is probably not given enough credit. I totally agree. I was saying that earlier that he never really get. Actually, he is starting to get the credit now, but he wasn't getting it before. But that's why it's a great story. And the Americans love him, and you kind of know once the Americans love you, that means you've made it. In any field, any sport. And that's great to see him going out and doing that. And it's nice. I mean, like he said, who likes to see a man down? Anyone who gets satisfaction out of seeing a man down is kind of sick in the head. They need to look at their own sanity. So it's nice seeing someone come from the place he was at and get into a good place. It makes you feel like you can do that, and you can. He's a human being, like he said. It inspires transformation. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he had a good team. Joe should have moved up weight in his prime. I wouldn't argue that. I didn't really think about that. I mean, he fought at middleweight and super middleweight. No, sorry, he fought at super middleweight and he moved up to light heavy. But he probably could have gone up. He probably could have gone up to cruiserweight. It's a shame, really, because in my opinion, he doesn't really get the credit he deserves from the average Joe or the public. But the real boxing experts, listen, the Mayweather gym, when the Mayweather gym say Kawasaki was the shit, was the real deal, he's good because these guys are experts. They tell the truth. So, but I don't think he is ever going to get the credit that he deserves. But I don't know. Yeah, that's my feelings on it. But yeah, he could have moved up in weight. He was a big middleweight. He's a big guy, so could have fought cruiserweight. I think he would have destroyed Carl Froch. I think that's an insult. Carl Froch saying that he would have beat Kawasaki, not in his wildest dreams. Kawasaki would have boxed his head off. I'm getting passionate. He would have boxed his head off for 12 rounds. Froch is a big puncher. He's very tough, but he's got his hands down. He gets hit a lot. He's got bad footwork. Kawasaki, different class. While we're on the live stream, how many of you are enjoying me talking about different topics other than social anxiety, approach anxiety, meeting and attracting women in public? I'm not going to stop. I'm passionate about that. I just want to kind of get an understanding. Are you guys enjoying me talking about different things like boxing, politics, relationships, current affairs? Just different things. Is it more enjoyable sports training? I plan to do a live stream soon about Bruce Lee. I want to talk about because he's another inspiring human being and inspired me a lot. So I know a lot of you probably would you'd be interested in that live stream. Any of you done any boxing? Have any of you done any amateur boxing, or have you had any fights, or have you trained boxing? Johnny, have you thought of settling with a special woman and staying with her and having a family? Yeah, I've thought about it. It would be nice. I'm not going to announce anything too soon, but I'm in love with someone at the moment. I've been seeing a girl for quite a while, and she tells me she loves me. I hope she's telling the truth. I believe her. So that might go into something serious. We'll just see. But you guys will be the first to know, and you'll know if I get married because no more info videos for you fuckers. I'm just kind of joking, but telling the truth. Only kickboxing. So all of you guys are like, you're all kind of poking fun at me, going, well, when is am I going to get married, set get a family? But at the same time, if that happens, the likelihood of me going out doing info videos is going to be, probably ain't going to happen. So whilst I'm technically still single, the videos will be released. Any more questions? We're definitely coming to the end. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, guys. I don't know, I'm passionate, so I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow about 8 o'clock p.m. We usually get a lot of people on a Saturday. I'll answer questions and I'll let you know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It might be something completely different. I spoke about Celebrity Love Island the other day. I wanted to get people's opinions on the show. Was it fake? Do people like it? Most of you didn't like it. I don't like it. I don't watch those shows. Today I've spoken about boxing, about mental health, about Tyson Fury's inspiring comeback. And I've kind of alluded all of these to, the message to inspire you guys to take action. So tomorrow might be something completely different. It'll be fun. I think Amir Khan should retire, but again, who am I to decide? That's his choice. But I think he's past it. I think he's fighting for the money now. He's been knocked out too much. I think it's dangerous, but yeah, I think he should retire. Did you break up with her for a bit? No, we didn't really break up because we've never really been fully together. We haven't broken up. It's been a sort of easygoing relationship, and she lives abroad. So she's come over to London and stayed with me 3 times, and she wanted me to come to her country and stay with her. And I had to say no at the moment because I've got too much. I'm too busy with projects and business. So she's going to come and stay with me again soon. So I'm looking forward to seeing her, and we'll see how it develops. But that's why I haven't really been going out, guys, coaching much, because I've been in love, and I'm more. I'm just in a stage of my life now where I'm just more passionate about teaching again. So that's where I'm at. But I'm always changing, like you guys. Things could change next week. I could be married. I could be single again. So you never know. You never know what life's going to bring. No, she's like same girl. No, it's not the Polish one. No, it didn't work out for her. No, it's not friends with benefits. I don't like that term. I value her too much for that. This is not just using each other for sex and all that. I'm past that. That's I'm not being arrogant or like, oh, I'm better than anyone, but I did all that, and that doesn't really give me content. We have a very good connection. We're really good friends as well, which is nice. I love her a lot. She cares about me, and we'll see where it goes. Anyway, I don't want to be talking everything about my personal life. I'm on here to help you guys because I'm very happy with my level of confidence with women. I want to get you guys up to scratch. So I will pose the question back to you guys. How many of you are married? Are you in relationships? Are you going out? Are you dating? What's the situation? What's her nationality? I'm not going to say that now because I don't know if I don't want to put her business out online yet. I don't know if she's going to like that. So I don't have to mention that now. So what's the deal with you guys? You guys are single at the moment. You looking to date? What is your dating situation? Single, not dating, but use your technique in the past. Had some success. That's great. Single, trying to find a girlfriend. So most of you are single. I'm going to do a video soon on, I'm going to do a video on single, how to improve your dating life when you're single, because there's a difference between being single out of choice or being single out of fear because you're insecure and you're not going out approaching women. So do me a favor, guys. Actually, I just want to get some new ideas. Could you just please comment in this box a topic you'd really want me to talk about on the next live stream or next YouTube video, and I'll go through the list and I'll do a live stream on that topic. I might even choose one of your topics today and do a live stream tomorrow evening about 8 o'clock because I want to get some ideas, because I've got so many ideas floating around my head. Training when you are unmotivated. That's a good idea. Your struggle of finding a girlfriend. So these are topics you guys want me to talk about, right? Because what I'll do is I'll watch this live stream. Well, I won't watch it all back, but I'll get the comments and look through. Okay, so a lack of motivation. I'll do a video on that, a live stream. Any more? No, you guys are going to shine on me. No more questions. I'm going to finish out in a few minutes. It's gone to an hour and a half. I was meant to do this for less than an hour. Time's flown. So, guys, make sure to be. I'll be on air tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm going to answer a lot of your questions, and I'm going to, we're going to talk about something interesting. And I'm also going to be promoting my Fearless event, which is next Sunday. How do ugly men attract women? That's really harsh, man. Your language is harsh on that. Feminism. I'm definitely, well, actually, not going to say definitely, but I probably won't talk about feminism, Lesbos. It's a little bit too negative. But it's a good point you've said that. But I'm more going to answer that by putting in for videos that positive message. But I don't want to get into that too much. It's just too heavy, too negative. But I do like your point there, Mike, because one of my videos that went viral, I titled it "Ugly Guy Meets Beautiful Women." So yeah, I'll do so. Actually, that's probably the best one today. How do ugly men attract women? Even though I don't like calling anyone ugly, that's probably most likely something I'll probably talk about tomorrow. Because I don't consider myself a great-looking guy, and I've done very well with women. I didn't do well in the first 15 years. I struggled really bad. Confidence is the answer, but then I have to explain how do you build your confidence. Well, you build your confidence by going out and facing your fears. Every fear you face, like a video game, every fear you face gives you points, and these points come in the form of self-esteem and confidence. Fashion, style, you can make yourself look more attractive by training. Do you know what comes to me? When people lose weight, they look so much more attractive in a lot of cases, men and women. So getting in shape, fashion, all these things help. I'll do a video on that. That's a good one, Mike. Well done. I'm probably going to talk about masculinity as well. So we're going to be covering a lot of different topics, interesting things. Guys, we've come to the end. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, I'm his twin brother. I'm not making as much money as he is at the moment. But if you guys subscribe to my channel and this channel gets bigger, then you can make me rich. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what an incel is. I've been hearing this term and I've got no idea what that is. So, okay, some good feedback. Guys, pleasure as always talking to you. Good pleasure, enjoyed it. I've got a lot of ideas for more videos moving forward, more live streams and YouTube videos and talks. I really appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate the support. I like the criticism. I like your opinions. It's fun. It's interesting. It's great getting to know you. My only sort of criticism of today was it was a little bit difficult, sort of, I don't know, opening you guys up. You wasn't really saying what you're struggling with. The whole point is for me to help you. That's life. Some live streams are more open, some are not. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So if you want to join tomorrow, I'll be on air at 8 p.m. I will make a note on the YouTube channel about the topic. I'm going to go away now and decide what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'll answer your questions. We'll have a great conversation, and hopefully these talks will inspire you to go out, take action, and face your fears. So enjoy the process, like, subscribe, come along to my Free Fearless event, experience what it's like to speak to women in public, meet great like-minded people, a little bit of physical boxing work, get your motivation up, have a great time, and that's it. And check out Tyson Fury's comeback, watch his fight with Wilder. It will give you a lot of inspiration. Every time I go, more people come on the stream, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to finish. But I'm definitely going to go an hour and a half, all right? I'm out. I'll see you guys soon. Great, bye.